Okay, guys, this is week 4, day 3. We're looking at complete the table and graph each function below for the same graph. What do you observe about b in each function? Okay, so we have y equals 1.5 to the x power. So I'm going to rewrite that. Okay, I'm not going to write y. Just going to write 1.5 and then minus 2. Okay, you're going to plug that into your calculator. It's just 1.5. Put the parentheses around it, and you hit the exponent button and -2. Okay, you're going to get 4/9. Okay, you're going to do the same thing, -1. All right, and that's just a fraction, so that it's going to end up being 2/3. Then we have 1.5, 0, anything to 0. Sorry about all these notifications. Should have turned it off first. Okay, is always 1. And then we have 1.5 to the first power. Just turns out 1.5. And then 1.5 to the second power is 1.5 times 1.5, which gives us 2.25, my bad. Okay. And then 1.5 to the third power, which is going to give us 3 3/8. And you might be using decimals. It's whatever you feel more comfortable with. Okay, I'm just using fractions. And if you're having a hard time with the calculator, I can show you how to do that. But you just go on Google, put in Desmos calculator, and you put it in just like it is here, and it'll give you the information. Okay, so now we're going to come down to the graph, okay? So I'm going to start at 0. So 0 is right here, okay? And I'm going to come up to 1, okay? And then for 2, I have 2.25, okay? So I have 2 over here. Let's go here. And so I'm coming up 1, 2.25, okay? And then for 3, I have 3 3/8. So over here at 3, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then right about there, 3/8. Okay, now I'm going to go back up to -1. Okay, so -1 is on this side of, okay? So -1 is here. And I'm going to go up 2/3. 2/3 is not quite 1. Okay. And then let's do -2, which is 4/9, which is even smaller. Okay, so we'll just put it right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to connect this. Okay. Sorry about the notifications. My daughter is using my phone now, and so all of her friends are wanting to talk to her. Okay, so that's your first line. What do you notice about it? It's going to be, okay, it's growth, okay? Okay, so let's do the next one. Okay, so the next one we have y equals 5 to the x power. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and put 5, 5, 5 all the way down. Then I'll put parentheses. Okay, and then I just have to plug in this number here: -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. You plug those into your calculator. Okay, so 5 times 5 is 25, but this is a negative, so it goes underneath. This is 5 times 1, but -1, so it's 1/5. 0 is always 1. Then we have 5 times 1 is 5. And then 5 times 5 is 25. And then 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Okay, then we come down here, we chart it. So let's start at 0 again. Okay, so we said 0 was 1. Okay, so that's the same spot. okay? And then 2 is 25. So 2's right here. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be like somewhere way up here, okay? And then 3 is 125. So that completely disappears off someplace, okay? So we can't even put the dot on that one. Okay, let's go to -1. Okay, so it's 1/5. So it's tiny bit right there, okay? And then 1/25 is basically on the line. So for this one, and I probably should have done it in different colors, but you could see it's basically going to go straight up from there, okay? Put your arrows, okay? So on this one, you've got a steeper incline. So this is growth again, okay? It's bigger growth, okay? But they're both growth. All right, so let's do the next one. Y equals 100 to the x power, okay? So let's see. We're going to go ahead and just put our 100s there. Okay, then we're just doing our numbers. Okay. So with this, we have, the trick I use is you know it's 100 times 100, but it's a fraction, okay? So if I times 100 times 100, how many zeros do you have? You have 4 zeros. So I just put 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Now we have 100, okay? So this is just 100, but remember it's a fraction because it's a negative. Okay, whoops, sorry guys. And then this is 0, so it's always just 1. This is 100, okay, because it's just the first power. This is 100 times 100, so again we have 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, put your 1 in the front. And then we have 100 times 100 times 100, so that's 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's, we have a million there. Okay, so this one's really going to be challenging to graph. But let's start with 0. So 0 is 1 again. We're right here. Okay, so 0 is 1. And then we have 1 is 100. So how do we do that? Okay, so it's gone, okay? It's like up over here somewhere, okay? So we're not even going to do that one. And we have 2 is 10,000. It's off the charts. 3 is 1 million. It's definitely off the charts. So let's do -1. So -1 is on the line, okay? Because it's only 1/100th. And then the next -2 is 1 10,000. So that's definitely on the line there too. So this one, okay, is going to go basically straight up, okay? And you just put a line there, okay? So those are your 3 lines, okay? So that's what they should look like. So you've got, on this one, you could say it's growth is gradual. This one is grows quickly, right? And then this is growth that really grows quickly, okay? So, so this is the greatest, okay? And this one would be the least greatest, okay? So let's look at this one down here. Which of the following exponential functions will grow the fastest and which ones will grow the slowest? Explain how you know. Okay, so you have to know what your multiplier is, okay? So for this, you are looking at the 5, the 2, and the 25. So the biggest is right here, okay? So we're just going to say that 25 is the multiplier. Okay, So it grows the fastest. So this one is considered the fastest. Okay. And then 2 is the smallest. So it grows the slowest. Okay. All right. Sorry about the handwriting. Anyway, so this is, again, day 3, math 1. And I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.